Hello, let's work out two exercises about diminished seventh chord functions. Okay, so let's take a look at the first example. So what we're going to do is we have to add a 7 diminished 7 or a passing chord, a passing diminished 7 chord. Okay, so let's take a look. So we have C minor, F minor, and then D minor 7 flat 5, G7 flat 9, C minor 7, and then G 7th. Okay, so let's take a look at the 5 chord here. So probably this is the most obvious spot. Instead of playing a G7 flat 9, you can actually do a B diminished 7 here as a substitution for the G7 flat 9. If the bass is playing G for you and the guitar player is playing the B diminished 7, then you would still yield a G7 flat 9 sound. Okay. Another spot that would usually add a chord like that is here. So right before the 4 minor 7. Okay. In fact, this whole chord progression is a minor blues. Okay. And usually you would see a simpler version, so a secondary dominant chord right before the 4, so C7. Okay, so C minor all the way until, say, the second last beat here. So let's say you have 4 beats. Or even a last beat, depending on tempo. So anyway, you have C7 right before F minor 7. So right now we're focusing on the diminished chord. So instead, you can play E diminished 7 chord instead. So that would be a nice 7 diminished 7 of 4 here. So let's so this one is the 7 diminished 7 of 4, since our F minor 7 is our 4 chord in this larger chord progression. Okay, cool. So 2 spots for the first function. Okay, cool. Technically, I can add a passing chord here, but I don't want to because I haven't really seen that happen a lot in actual music. So I'm gonna pass on that, and we'll work on number 2. Okay, so we have another chord progression. So C major 7. B minor 7, A minor 7, D7, G major 7. So it should be a G major chord progression. So we have G major as our 1 chord. So this is our 4 major 7, and then 3 minor 7. Okay, and then we have our A minor 2 chord. Okay, so this is our 5. Okay, let's check out the usual spot first. Okay. So D7, even though I haven't put down flat 9 here, technically you can still play a F sharp diminished 7. So starting on the 3rd of chord or half step down from the 1 chord, okay, you have F sharp diminished 7. So this guy will work as a substitution for D7 flat 9. Okay, so you can always add a flat 9 tension to it if you want to. And take a look at this 2 chord. In jazz music and also in classical music, one very specific use of diminished 7 chord keeps coming up. So it is the sharp 2 diminished 7. So we discussed that in the last video. So you can put down A sharp diminished 7 here. And this is a passing chord here. So to verify, I want to write down the chord tones of A sharp diminished 7. So A, C, A sharp, C, E, flat 3, flat 5, and then G should be our double flat 7. Okay, cool. So just a quick recap. There should be a minor 3rd apart. So A, C sharp, minor 3rd, C, E, C sharp, C, E. Oh, sorry. This one should be a let's see, A sharp, C, C2, E. Something's wrong. Oh, okay, something's wrong. Sorry. So A sharp and C sharp. Should have been C sharp. Okay, sorry about that. So A sharp, C sharp. So minor 3rd, C sharp to E, another minor 3rd, and then E to G, minor 3rd. Gosh, I hope I haven't made mistakes that fatal in other videos. Okay, so be sure to leave a comment if I made any mistake. Okay, so A sharp, C sharp, E, G. Okay, so and then right now you check if there's a leading tone. So the leading tone of A minor 7 would be G sharp. So you don't have G sharp here. Okay, so this one is definitely a passing chord. Okay, so usually we add it right before the 2 chord in a major key. Okay, that's usually where it happens, and go to the D7 flat 9, which can be substituted by an F sharp diminished 7, going back to a 1. All right, cool. So again, hopefully everything makes sense. Okay, so that's probably the end of this section. Congratulations. All right, you made it this far. Congrats.